sir.
Okay. Call your next witness.
Willie Sawyer, Your Honor.
Members of the jury, obviously this will be our last witness before we take our lunch break. Sir, come on forward. All right, sir, come over here to your right. Watch your step as you come forward. If you need a glass of water or something, let us know. We'll do our best to accommodate you. If there's an objection made to your testimony, just don't answer the questions while I rule on the objection, and then we'll go from there. Okay. That said, state your name, quiet, you're ready.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Good afternoon, actually.
Good afternoon.
Could you please introduce yourself to the jury?
I'm Willie Sawyer, Ayana's father.
And does she share the same last name as you?
Yes.
Okay. Just moving forward, we'll refer to her as IS. So thank you, sir, for telling us, though.
Okay.
Is she your only daughter?
No, I have two daughters.
And does your other daughter have the initials SS?
Yes.
And who is their mother, Kim Mobley?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you generally live here in Duval County?
Yes.
And how long have you lived here in Duval County?
Almost all my life, 20-some years, plus years.
And what do you do for a living?
I actually do all types of stuff, handyman.
Do you have, and you talked about your two daughters, do you have other children?
Yes, my stepkids. I have 4.
Now, back in 2018, did your daughters live with you or their mother?
Their mother.
And did you have a good relationship with IS and SS?
Yes.
Now, where do your parents live?
They stay in Columbus, Georgia.
And is that Nancy and Clifford where?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you go visit them?
Often, every now and then.
When you get the time off, probably.
Get the time off.
6 kids can keep you busy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now, were there times that you would take your children, including IS and SS, up to Georgia?
Yes.
And in the summer of 2018, did you take your children to Georgia?
Yes.
And when you all were in Georgia, were you all focused on the family?
Pretty much, yes.
And were the activities family-based?
Yes.
Now, at some point, sir, before I get to that, actually, would IS come over and visit you?
Yes.
How often do you think that she would actually stay the night at your house?
It was mostly weekends.
And as she got older, was it a little less?
Yeah, a little less.
However, did you maintain communication with her?
No longer than 2 weeks the most.
And so you would not go longer than 2 weeks without speaking to your daughter? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. Would that include SS as well?
Yes.
And how would you communicate with IS?
It's both texting and phone calls.
Did you ever use any social media to contact her?
We had social media, but never really on social media. I call her or text her.
Yes, sir. Now, in December of 2018, do you recall the last time you had seen her?
The last time I actually seen her is when she was in Georgia.
Okay.
That was the last.
So that would have been the summertime of 2018?
Yes.
And I think you said, though, you had communicated her about 2 weeks prior to why we're here today?
Yes.
Now, did you learn that IS was pregnant?
Yes, I did.
Who told you IS was pregnant?
My mother.
Okay. Is that Nancy Ware?
Yes.
Did you have an opportunity, without going in statements, to speak with IS about it?
No.
Now, how did you find out that IS never came home from school on December 19th, 2018?
My kid's mother and my child actually called me and let me know.
Would that be SS?
Yes.
I just want to make sure you did not hear from, did you hear from IS on that day?
Maya? Yes, I heard from Maya.
And is that a nickname for SS?
Yes.
That's okay. I know it's difficult. You don't refer to your child with initials. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. So I know it's odd. So I appreciate your patience with that. Just to be clear, you heard from your daughter SS on that day.
Yes.
Did you hear from IS on that December 19th day?
No.
After you learned that she did not come home from school, did you attempt to contact her?
Yes.
And was that through the telephone?
Yes.
Were you able to?
No.
Did you help look for IS?
Yes.
May I just have one moment? So my last question for you, sir. Have you had any contact with IS since she left Terry Parker High School early on December 19, 2018? When I say contact, sir, I mean letter, email, phone, social media, through a third party. Any contact, Mr. Sawyer, with your daughter?
No.
No further questions. Good afternoon, sir. I'll be brief. Second to last question to you was, did you help search for IS after she went missing? And you said you did.
Yes.
In fact, you actually looked where you lived at that time, correct?
Yes.
And can you tell us the name of the apartments that you lived at that time, what they were called?
Azalea Ridge.
Okay, at the Azalea Ridge apartments, you searched around and talked to people to try and find out if IS had been there, if they had seen her.
Yes.
Okay. Was that based on information that you received that she had been there?
Not really. I was just looking anywhere.
Did you ever? I'm
The-
sorry.
The
Go
school,
ahead and finish.
The school is pretty much right by the apartment, so
Okay, and you're within 5 minutes of the school, Terry Parker School.
yes.
Okay. Did you ever receive information that IS was believed to be at your apartments?
Yes.
Okay. And so you searched before you found that out. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. After you found out that she was believed to be where your apartments were, did you search again? Did you go around and talk to people?
Yes.
Okay. Did you interact with anybody that knew her?
I tried to, but I never got a chance to reach that person.
Okay. So there was a person there that you believe knew IS, but you never did get a hold of them, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And that person, to this day, you've never been able to get a hold of them to find out anything?
No.
Okay. Did you provide that information to police?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know if police followed up on that?
I'm not sure.
Okay. As far as you know, they didn't, but you're not sure. Is that correct?
Yes.
One moment. You talked about your parents. Your parents, they have a great relationship with your daughters, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you said that the last time you had seen IS in person was when they were spending the summer of 2018 with your parents in Columbus, Georgia.
Yes.
Okay, and you actually were there in Georgia with them, visiting during that time period that they were staying with them.
Yes.
Okay, after that, the only contact you had with them was on the phone or text.
Yes.
Okay. And sir, do you know who Johnathan Quiles is?
I met him one time ever in my life.
Okay,
Yes.
so you've never really known him in any capacity outside of the once meeting him.
Yes.
Okay. Had you ever heard any allegations, any accusations, or anything along those lines of Johnathan Quiles having a sexual relationship with your daughter, IS?
No.
Just one moment. All right, and I'll just take you back to that time period in the summer of 2018. Were you with them that whole summer, or did you just visit like on the weekends when you were off from work?
Pretty much the whole summer.
Okay, so you spent that summer with them there.
Yes.
And did they have friends and know people in the area?
No, normally when I have my kids, they're pretty much in my eyesight. They don't even leave my side for real.
Understood. Thank you so much, sir. Nothing further.
No further questions, and this witness can be excused by the state. I'm not sure if the defense is okay.
You guys can handle that outside me. Mr. Sawyer, good to see you, sir. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
All right, members of the jury, this is a good time to take our lunch break. It's 12:31. Let's come back at 1:35. We'll commence from there. Please remember, you guys are going to get tired of me saying this, but please remember, do not discuss this case among yourselves or each other. Don't do any independent research. You guys have a nice lunch.